Hi there traders and welcome to the daily recap show for today, which was Monday the 10th of October. Starting with the FTSE, these were the zones of reference. We said the initial resistance today was at 69.61 to 69.71. If we held below then got sustained breaks below 69.30 to 69.40, we could see further downside and should focus on sales only. Acceptance above 69.61 to 69.71 could look for a reaction. We should look for a reaction from the gap at 69.91. However, stronger resistance comes in at 7018 to 7026. So let's go and have a look at the FTSE today. Okay, so you can see the market opened up over here, around this area here, and we got a strong push up above the 69.30.40 into that initial resistance at 69.61, 69.71, and we got quite a nice reversal here actually as well off that zone. I would have liked it just to have come up and just taken out the liquidity up here for a textbook setup, and that would have been a really nice trade. But this one is okay. Maybe you would have just wanted a bit of a wider stop to make sure that you didn't get caught out by a liquidity grab. But that was potentially an okay trade to take, or if you found another entry as part of your plan, that would have been absolutely fine. That works really well. We never saw the sustained break or the acceptance below this 69.30 to 40 zone. My guess is that we're going to have to adjust that zone down to sort of 69.24, 34 tomorrow, something around that sort of area. But we'll have a look overnight and see what happens. We then got the break above, so we've got the acceptance above the initial resistance zone, pulled back, and we've got the continuation pattern here. To take that one higher. So we got the acceptance above 69.61.71. We had the gap at 69.91, and although we got above there, we didn't get any acceptance in this area here, all very choppy, and then we got the rejection pullback and then another rejection off that there as well. So I think for me this sort of early trade was probably the best opportunity at initial resistance, and then once we got the acceptance above, we got a continuation to push higher, and certainly a nice risk to reward trade on that. So that is the FTSE. Now let's go and have a look at the DAX. Okay, it's quite a lot of zones of reference on the DAX today. We said that initial resistance was at 12,260 to 12,280. If we held below there and got a sustained break below 12,160 to 185, then we're bearish and back into a chop zone. Acceptance above the initial resistance at 12,260 to 12,280. Then we have further resistance at 12,390 to 12,415. So let's go and have a look at the DAX today. Okay, so like the FTSE, we dipped below that the 12,160 to 185 zone, but we got the strong push straight away above there at the open. We didn't get as clean a reversal pattern from the initial resistance zone on the FTSE, although we did get a rejection and a nice reaction from there. Didn't get the acceptance. The reversal was not as clean as the FTSE. If you had managed to get something in there, then you got enough room to get a nice sort of one-to-one trade on there, but yeah, nothing for me as part of my plan. As soon as we saw the acceptance above that 12,260 to 12,280, then we was looking for further resistance up at the 390 to 415 zone. You can see here we've got the push up, pull back, continuation. A little bit, I'm not so keen on this one just because we hadn't seen the acceptance above that zone, then we pulled back and you was taking that into that zone, which has worked quite nicely, and it is a minor zone, but still think that's a little bit risky, especially with the overall trend bearish. We had another continuation pattern here. This one also quite risky. Not the greatest risk to reward and into resistance. And actually we ended up getting a really nice reversal from that resistance, that stronger resistance that we set at 390 to 415. So for me, the FTSE was the one that behaved better in the morning. These ones had some patterns, but they just contextually didn't make sense, and the setup wasn't good enough from the initial resistance zone this morning. But in the afternoon, we got a much better, cleaner signal from that stronger resistance zone at 390 to 415 that was mentioned in the report for a really nice trade. So hopefully you find these reports useful. Please let me know what you think. Please let me know how you're getting on. Come join the Keyzone service. The link is in the box on our YouTube channel. It's completely free to sign up. I hope you had a profitable day's trading, and I'll speak to you again soon. Cheers.